Welcome to Beer Talk. We are, let's do this right.
Yeah.
Beer Talk. Yeah, so what we're covering tonight is our adventures on Friday. And with Friday, we started up in
Karanac.
and ended up in
Thank you.
Sarajevo. And so it's been an adventurous day today. And before we jump into that, we've got some homework here. And the homework deals with pronunciations. And so as we have been trying to be better about our host country and being respectful of the language and everything, we've been working on our pronunciations. And so as we look here, a C is a tz.
As in pizza?
Pizza, yeah.
Yeah, it's a C unless it isn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I don't want it to be a C, I put a little thing over the top.
And then it becomes a ch. Yeah. And what about a D?
Well, yeah, you can't just have a D. You got to have a D.
As in
like
judge?
Yeah.
Like a J.
Yes.
Oh, don't even get me started about the J. What does the J sound like?
Well, J, I don't know why they put it in there because we use a Y.
That's right.
It's a Y.
In Spanish, they change it over to a Y.
Yeah, like our first guide, which was Yasmina.
Yes.
Yasmina.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good.
Yeah. And then you've got the S there, and you put a little thing on top of that, and you end up with
Like shish kebab.
shish or dish.
Or
Because
dish.
our example is dish.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's okay.
Until we're all having to look at this is not natural for us.
Yeah, we flunked the test.
Yeah.
And then the Z, you put a
The Z.
yeah, and the fun thing is you put it into a word that's a half a mile long, and
And it becomes a different word that's a half mile long. But actually, at least they have rules. It's not like English where we just make it up as we go along.
Exactly.
You put a letter, you pronounce it 3 different ways depending on context. But
As far as we know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we haven't gotten very deep into the language, so they could have the same complication. What I do like is that at least they're using, Roman letters. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Now,
right. Yes.
so at least it's recognizable, at face value.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if we went to Serbia, then it would be Cyrillic alphabet.
Oh, yes.
And then
Yeah.
we would be totally lost
Completely
instead of
lost.
just semi-lost.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So now getting into our travel, that concludes our educational part of
Beer
talk. Okay.
That's the most relevant thing you'll hear.
there you
So
go.
now looking at our day, as we left.
Karanac.
Karanac, and that cute little
Remember, the
place.
C sounds like an ST. Karanac.
Yeah, it's too late to. By the way, we're actually in Dubrovnik tonight, and so we're here with the Adriatic Sea behind us. Yes, it's dark, but take my word, it's there.
Beautiful
And
this afternoon.
looking over that direction, you've got a couple coming in, but there's the pool and just the beautiful view here.
Yeah, we've just
Back
been
to
too
us,
busy
though.
the last couple of days to get to this episode. Haven't had a good place either.
No.
The hotel in Sarajevo was really nice, but the lobby was about 10 by 15.
It was a shoebox.
small.
Yeah, no bar.
And no light.
Well,
It was
no
kind of
light.
dark anyway.
They did have electricity, but not just down there. So,
Yeah.
So anyway, we waited till we got to Dubrovnik, and we're faking it from 2 days ago, which is difficult.
Yeah, and so on our road trip down, one of our bathroom breaks, we stopped, and as we're practicing our words, what is that?
Dobro jutro.
Dobro jutro. And what
Good
is?
morning. It has the good morning coffee there. Dobro jutro, and you use for good morning.
Yeah.
And
So,
dobro dan during good day, and Dobroveche is
Yes,
good evening.
Yes.
So back to our educational part, it was kind of nice that our, learning that we saw it in action on the sign.
Right,
For a
right.
morning coffee. So, that's how we started out. But what was fun was at lunchtime, somebody was having a birthday.
Yeah.
Somebody had to get old and take one for the team.
Yeah, and
So they were singing Sretan Rođendan, which is Croatian for happy birthday.
Which was on your card.
It was on the card, and I'm going, what's this? It could have been some slur for all I thought. And then our tour manager, who's just superb, Tomislav, did a wonderful job and every day, and had this hazelnut cake delivered, and we really appreciated it.
well, and the funny part was our lunch was a good-sized lunch, and then they bring this cake out after dessert.
After the
After
apple
dessert.
strudel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plenty to eat here. Couldn't go hungry for sure.
Yeah.
No. It's been 3 meals a day, and they're all delicious and all big. They have big portions here. I don't know what teenage gang they think they're feeding, but whew, and it's good.
Well, officially from Scott, and Peter, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Indeed,
Yeah, that
mate.
was a lot of
Thank you,
fun.
thank you,
That was
thank
great.
you, and thank you to the 3 of you watching.
Got me on that one.
This was a little town in Bosnia with this really cool restaurant, and the people there were just lovely.
It was along the river, and this is a river shot from there. It was beautiful, it's funny because when you're driving the distances that we
Yeah.
were driving, and then break them up with the bathroom stops and a nice lunch like that, the day actually goes along nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They break it up very nicely.
yeah, there was a place across the street from there, though. I don't know if you guys remember it.
The hotel, Motel California.
Yeah,
I can see
yeah,
that.
Should have noticed that.
yeah. So that was kind of funny. But then we got into Sarajevo.
Well, actually, before that, we stopped at the Bosnian Walmart.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Really
What a
fun
great
place
store.
that had everything. It had food and tires and plumbing and appliances, clothes.
And an escalator that I don't think you've ever seen before. Because it
No,
was a flat escalator.
No, it was a very long, kind of steep
it was a moving ramp.
moving
Yeah.
ramp, but at an angle, and it was just fine going up on, but coming down, you just had that feeling like you were going to fall forward.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had more time running around in there than I did.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
thought
get
it
around
was
there.
for taking your grocery cart or your shopping cart up there,
Could you
which was
imagine?
going to be
Some
fine, but
kid
on the
let
way
go of it?
down, and that
Oh,
sucker
yeah.
cuts loose. It's going to be hell to pay at the bottom.
But they had everything there. You know, upstairs there, they had wood-fired ovens and stoves.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was amazing,
Oh, yeah.
and they were old school,
Yeah.
heavy iron.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was
It's
kinda like
a
the-
nice selection next to the dishwashers and microwaves.
Yeah, it was kind of like the British Aga, if you've
Yeah.
ever seen those ovens and stoves over there. It was really old school.
Any guesses on what Laura and I were looking for?
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She ended up getting a couple Coke Zeros. They did have a 24-pack, but I thought for a trip in a bus that was excessive.
Yeah,
But-
now they did have some 6-packs of beer, but we elected not to do that on the bus.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got to the hotel, neat
Yeah.
hotel, right downtown, and the name was Colors or something
Yeah,
like that.
Colours in. It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and nice place.
Really nice motif. They had throughout the hotel. They had like depictions of the city of Sarajevo.
Yeah.
That built into the wallpaper, the shower,
Yeah.
just everywhere you turned, it was,
Yeah.
city. It was the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would not believe how nice it was upstairs from the lobby, looking at the lobby downstairs. So,
Yeah.
2 different places, a really nice place.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, really great rooms.
I'm going to throw Laura under the bus for a second because we checked in and headed for the elevator. We got on the elevator, and we got in. The people right behind us paused a little bit, and Laura hit the button to let them get a chance to get in, and she's hitting that button, and the doors are closing anyway. Well, she was hitting the close button, and so there's a queue of people waiting to get on the elevator, and we went up by ourselves. So that was funny. Later that night, though, Mike, Leanne, and I had a fun time. We went out to dinner to celebrate Mike's birthday. And what was the name of the restaurant?
The Malakuhinya.
And that's the chef and the sous chef back there. Our seats were just out from them.
Yeah, it was the name in Croatian is small, or Bosnian is small kitchen. And indeed it was. These guys were doing just this choreographed dance around each other. But boy, could they cook.
Oh, yeah,
that was delicious.
It was delicious. And what you just saw was the salmon and beef. And that's the chef right there talking to Laura. He came out to the table and taltalked with us.
Yeah, we had a great waiter named Mickey. Well, he called himself Mickey. Hard to tell what it really was. And it was one of those great guys who he said, "What do you want?" And we said, "What do you got?" And he just started bringing stuff. It was perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, as not familiar, no menu. We told him what we were thinking of, and he made the suggestion and brought it out, and it was wonderful.
It was spectacular.
Really was
and
good.
Slow-paced, easy-going, and we were in Bosnia, Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the prices were about half of what we would have paid in the States for that. It was superb.
Yeah.
So
Where'd you go?
Well,
Did you go to McDonald's?
No, I didn't
Okay,
find
good,
McDonald's. We found that there were no McDonald's here, only a Burger King, and we didn't go there. But after you guys went off to your restaurant, we did a walk down towards the old town in Sarajevo, where our guide pointed out some areas for us to eat and to try some of the local cuisine there as well. And Scott and Siobhan and myself, we had shivapi and the cheese and spinach pie, I think you would describe it as.
Yeah. It was like it was a phyllo with a cheese and spinach.
Yeah. And they were all beautiful. Yeah,
Great.
really,
A place
really
called Bosna.
Yes.
It was 2 restaurants side by side. One had the spinach dishes, and then the other one had the, how do you say it?
Shivapi.
Shavapi. And they were both great. We had a great meal there.
How do you spell that, by the way?
CEVAPI, I think it is.
And what's above the letters?
You're going to fail me in my homework.
Anyway, go ahead.
But it was a great meal. I mean, the shavapi is it's like a pita bread, and they have small kebabs. I looked it up. It's a combination of beef and lamb with an unusual set of seasonings. When I looked online, it just basically said salt and pepper, but it's got to have more than that. They almost look like little breakfast sausages you'd have in the U.S. We got the small ones, but you put those in the pita kebab, or in the pita bread with some chopped onions, and then a cheese that's almost like a creme fraiche or something like that. A little bit more flavor than that. And almost like a brie-ish kind of a flavor hint to it. But it was just fantastic. It was delicious.
Now you say pita bread, but the pita bread
It's
here
different.
isn't pita bread.
It's it's almost, I was thinking about it, it's almost like they let it rise a bit. It's a little bit, it's a little bit more airy.
Yeah.
Really good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got one more thing to throw in here just for one of those. This is interesting. So next to the hotel, it has there's a pharmacy or market or something like that. These are the shopping carts there. And when you look at that, each shopping cart has a magnifying glass. Okay, when was the last time you went anywhere where the shopping cart had a magnifying glass? I mean, that just
Never.
is, especially for us old guys, it would be nice to be
Yeah,
able to actually see the labels.
Yeah, I guess that's where you read the fine print.
Yeah.
You can read
Yeah.
the fine print.
Yeah.
Now, my second thought on that is, where could you actually have that it would survive?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, where people wouldn't just dismantle the thing or destroy it.
Yeah.
You know, but,
Or it wouldn't be out in the parking lot someplace in about 6 pieces, yeah.
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 Or out
It
in
was
a parking
handy.
lot starting a fire with the sun showing.
Yeah, exactly right.
I wanted to mention, though, you know, when we left dinner, Tomo had mentioned a rooftop bar on a hotel, and we were looking for beer or a drink anyway, and it was a little hard to find in Sarajevo. You know, they drank. Everyone was drinking coffee well into the evening, and we were looking for a beer. Couldn't quite find that spot, and thought, well, we'll go up to the top of that hotel. So we did. We went up to the top of the hotel, walked in, beautiful little bar, went out to the outside. There was a perimeter patio around the outside, and we went and found a table. The gal came up and, you know, asked us what we wanted, and we just asked, you know, well, you know, what kind of beer do you? I asked, what kind of beer do you have? Oh, we don't serve alcohol. So that was a Tomo thing that we asked him about after. We said, well, okay, fine. What else do you have? Well, actually, I don't know if I asked it that way. I said, well, do you have hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she
Going
said,
from
yes.
beer to hot chocolate. Okay,
Beer to hot chocolate.
I get that.
But
You know.
the interesting part of it, it was an amazing cup of hot chocolate.
Oh, was it?
It was unusually thick, almost like a liquid fudge.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
delicious.
Which is the European hot chocolate, but
Which I wouldn't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
but that was amazing. Yeah. And I was quite happy. Actually, I told Tomo about it today. I said, well, you know, that we went up there to have a drink. We couldn't. We had hot chocolate. But I told him, I said, you know, I can have a beer anywhere. But I would never have found that hot chocolate if I hadn't gone up there. So he was happy about
Interesting.
that.
Yeah. Enough to make you give up beer, huh?
For a night.
I'm going to go back for a second. So Mike mentioned our waiter, Mickey. And Mickey, Laura and I had an experience because Laura and I got to the restaurant early.
Yeah.
And we thought it was the restaurant next door. Laura was on her phone checking
Well, you guys
a
are on the
message.
street though, right?
Yeah, out on the street, across the street, actually,
yeah.
on the sidewalk across the street. Laura's checking a message from a friend that came in, and Mickey comes across the street and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we're fine. And it's, well, actually, we're waiting for some friends. Could we get a glass of wine? And so we go into this restaurant, which we thought was next door to the restaurant we were supposed to be at, to get a glass of wine. And Leanne and Mike come.
Yeah.
We were at the restaurant we were supposed to be at. And, Mickey was concerned because you made the reservations like 22 days ago.
Yes.
And
He remembered the email I sent him and everything. He remembered the names.
And so he was worried that we were
Yeah.
lost for
He could
that.
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
He came up, just spontaneously. Just a super nice guy.
yeah. So that was neat.
Everybody's been great. Yeah, really.
Hey, anything else to add about Friday?
The Bosnian people were lovely.
yeah.
To
yeah.
a person.
Yeah, absolutely
I was
right.
really impressed.
So on the next episode, we're going to be talking about the tour we took in Sarajevo, and having experienced it from the across the pond news headlines and everything, you'll want to hear this one because there was a lot to that day.
Yeah.
And a lot to that definition within our lifetime. And it's been 30 years, and they're healing, but they're not healed. And so, that's an episode that you're going to want to be around for.
As opposed to this episode of
Beer Talk. Like us, follow us, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Beer Talk.